Hi, everyone. This is Mike Richter, and I am here with Cannesversations, our quick hit interview series where we take can-worthy conversations on the road across the world. I'm here with Sam Marc for Advertising Week, here in our gorgeous Pavilion Suite at the Virgin Hotel, New York City. Sam, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm here to have a good time and talk about some cool stuff.
I love hearing that. Well, we're going to dive into some fun questions, but first and foremost, can you please tell our lucky viewers who the hell you are?
That's a loaded question. I am Sam Marc. I am the VP of Programmatic over at Proximic by Comscore. I have been there almost 2 years now. Before that, I loved and learned at PubMatic for 4.5 years, where I had a great time. And we really don't need to go further back than that.
I mean, that's plenty to know. I have a quick question before we jump into the hard questions. How do you make your job fun?
I make the job fun by just leaning into it and leaning into the relationships and the people. I believe in building people up. And when you do that, this business is about doing that both internally and externally. And it just sparks joy.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
When we all build each other up, it's harder to take everything down, which is...
Amen.
Right? That's why we keep doing it. So as we get into this, we got some fun questions we're going to keep asking you. First and foremost, how are multicultural communities changing the way they consume media and connect with each other? And what should brands be doing differently as a result?
You know, I both love and hate that question. I think we continue to talk about multicultural audiences as if they're a whole separate segment of humans, and that's not the case. I would say their consumption behavior has changed, much like everyone else's consumption behavior has changed. The difference is we're getting closer to actually speaking to them in a voice that's relevant to them. Relevance
matters, right?
Sure does.
100%. And along that line of relevance, retail media has been a big, growing, relevant topic, hasn't it?
It sure has.
I mean, it has been the year of retail media for how many years now?
It's still the year of mobile. It's still the year of curation. You name it, we got it.
QTV for 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
Feels like it at least. So with retail media, it's a big deal, of course. And how is it changing the way customers shop? What's the key to making it a successful part of the marketing plan?
I think the biggest thing to comment on here is the fact that consumer behavior has obviously changed dramatically. We see that in the shift to CTV, unlike anything we've ever seen before. I think between CTV and shoppable social, it's totally changed the way consumers look to shop. Everything happens online. I'm not going to lie to you. I only go to brick and mortar if I have to return something because I refuse to pay a fee to return stuff. That's just not how we live this life. So everything has to be at the touch of a button or held in your hand or whatever it is. And I think the industry is really starting to meet the demand where it is.
Well, don't even get me started on agentic commerce, where they say humans be humans and bots be bots, right?
I love that.
Well, maybe that's an upcoming series. Hint,
ooh,
hint.
Ooh.
Well, we were talking about it last night with somebody. But on to the next question. So how can we use AI to connect with people on a deeper, more human level?
I love this question. So many people think of AI as like a robot in a dark basement ad server somewhere, and
a lot of them are.
They physically located there, sure, but that's not what they are, right? The data within them is only as good as what we give them. So the personal touch is still really necessary. And then the output has become immensely more personal. We've been able to shape and filter and do things that we haven't been able to before. And I think actually a perfect example of that happens to be Proximic's audiences, our predictive audiences. We literally take content, contextual relevance, and we are able to overlay audience behavior based on our offsite panels. And so it gives us the opportunity to make your contextual even smarter because we're able to actually overlay intent on top of context. So we're getting closer and closer to the actual consumer, which at the end of the day, I think is all that matters when you're trying to move product off shelves, which we're all lying if we think we have different goals. That's the only goal.
That is true. That is also quicker than most AI models can roll off all that information today. So you have to get that to yourself right now too, right?
Yeah.
That's what I meant. That's what matters. As we keep moving on, which I love the shameless plug, bonus points for you.
Sorry, couldn't help it. Too easy.
No, I mean, listen, if you're not doing a shameless plug, then what the hell are you doing? So authenticity, as we talk about shameless plugs, it is a word we hear a lot. We heard about it a lot yesterday during some of our conversations. One of my most favorite topics about yesterday here in the pavilion was where we talked about, somebody was talking about authenticity only gets you so far. Without integrity, then what is it? Because authenticity is saying what you're going to be or saying who you are. Integrity is what you're going to do about it or actually putting that action into words or putting those words into action. So for you, what does authenticity really mean? What does it mean to be authentic when marketing to diverse audiences? And how can brands just avoid going through the basic motions? Because a lot of them are just phoning it in.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I think we do talk about authenticity probably way too much, but it's super valid and relevant in the space we're talking about. The beauty of authenticity is when you lean into your own authentic self, you deliver the best version of yourself, and therefore the greatest outcomes that come from that. So yes, that's personal, but it also lends itself to the work that you do too, right? So we are looking for ways to be more authentic. And what I think that means to consumers is we just want to talk to our consumers in a language that they understand, where they are, how they are, etc., instead of trying to force fit, round pegs, square hole kind of situation. So I think that's what authenticity means. But it takes effort. You truly have to lean in if you're going to deliver your authentic self.
Would you like to see more brands not only just talk about it, but also put their money where their words are?
I mean, in fact, I'd rather they stop talking about it and just put their money where their words are.
Well, you heard that right here, brands. Stop talking about it and just do it. But we move on. This or that. Fire round.
Okay.
AI or humans?
Both?
Pick one.
Humans.
Awesome. Short form or long form video?
Short form.
UGC or scripted short form?
Ooh, UGC.
Interesting.
I know.
First party or third party data?
First.
Why? Nope, don't answer. CTV or social commerce?
Ooh, on a personal level, social commerce.
Main event venue or penthouse in the sky?
Obviously the penthouse in the sky.
You should come for a tour. On to the next one. Overrated or underrated? AI as a creative partner?
Overrated.
Overrated.
I know. I'm contentious today, guys.
Listen. The death of a third-party cookie?
Overrated. I can't even say that with a straight face anymore.
But what about cookies served at a third party tonight?
All about those.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Influencer marketing?
Love.
So
underrated. Sorry.
Awesome. Yeah. Well,
I can't follow instructions.
We're gonna have a graphic, so we gotta make sure we keep on with the branded words here. No, it's okay. It's good. It's good. It's good. Podcast in the marketing funnel.
Underrated, I think.
Interesting. Have you visited our podcast studio yet?
No.
Have you? Well, you should.
Yeah. Next stop.
Last but not least, make it last. These are some quick pieces of advice about making things last. What is your best piece of advice for navigating Adweek?
Drink lots of water. Pick a happy hour. Do not feel the need to go to everything because it is far too much.
Oh, 2 glasses of water for every drink you drink, right?
A minimum.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's hot in New York this week. You just maybe 4 glasses of water for every drink.
Yeah. It's just like a value-added ratio, 2 to 1. Same thing with alcohol and water, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, awesome. And, well, I don't think, if we did 2 to 1 value-add ratios on most marketing campaigns, we'd go bankrupt, but some do. How do you utilize the conference to build your personal brand?
I like this question. I use the conference to build my personal brand largely by networking, reminding people that, hey, I'm here. I have a personal brand. Come talk to me. Let's be friends. Let's make new friends. And that's it.
I love it. Well, folks, we're out of cards, which means we're out of questions, but we're never without personality. So thank you again, Sam, for coming today.
My pleasure.
And, we'll see you again soon.